welcome to Evening News. I'm Aminat Chiama. In tonight's top stories, Attorney General Mohammed Anil admits that there are issues within the judicial system and says that the issues can be solved through dialogue. Vice President Dr. Mohammed Jamil Ahmed says that many have been careless in improving the changes brought to the legal sector within the past 10 years and that if a crime is committed, due punishment should be given irrespective of who commits the crime. And PPM's parliamentary group leader Willimala MP Ahmed Nihan Hussain Manik says that statements being made by former President Mohammed Nasheed will have a negative impact on the country.
ಉರಿದು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಅದಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಹಿದುಮೆತ್ತವಗೆ ತೆರೆಂಗ್ ತಾರಫ್ ಕುರಣಿ ಮುಳಿಂಗ ಪೆಕೇಜ್ ತಕೆ ಉರಿದು ಮಿನಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಪೆಕ್ಸ್ ದಿಹರುಫಿಯ ಹೇದ ಕುರವ್ವಾಗೆಂಗ್ ಗಡೀರಕ 30 MB ವಿಹಿರುಫಿಯ ಹೇದ ಕುರವ್ವಾಗೆಂಗ್ ದುವಾಲಕ ಸತೇಕ್ MB ಅದಿ 30 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹೇದ ಕುರವ್ವಾಗೆಂಗ್ ಹಫ್ತಾಯಕ ಸತೇಕ 50 MB ಆಕ್ಟಿವೇಟ್ ಕುರವ್ವುಮ *929# ಡಯಲ್ ಕುರವ್ವ ಬೇನುನ್ ತಾಕು ಬೇನುನ್ ಇರಕು ಬೇನುನ್ ವರಕ ನೆಟ ವದೆದ
Attorney General Mohammed Anil admits that there are issues within the judicial system and says that the issues can be solved through dialogue. Speaking at the opening ceremony of the two-day forum organized by Law and Gender Ministry and UNDP at Traders Hotel today, Anil said that the forum will aid in understanding the legal changes that has come to Maldives within the past 10 years, the negative issues that resulted from it and aid in solving those issues. He said that during the forum, discussions will be held on the challenges faced by the judicial sector and how to overcome them. Anil said that despite challenges, it should be accepted that Maldives has made achievements in the legal sector during the past 10 years. He added that an action plan for the legal sector will be formulated during the forum.
We should look at the changes brought to the criminal justice system of the Maldives. We should look at what we have achieved over the past 10 years. Major changes have been brought, so we should think if such changes have had any negative effects. We should see if there were any loopholes in the wise decisions we took. Many new things need to be introduced in our country, but we need to assess them and see how we can work together. So the aim of this conference is to identify these challenges and negotiate ways to go forward and tackle them.
Vice President Dr. Mohammed Jamil Ahmed says that many have been careless in improving the changes brought to the legal sector within the past 10 years and that if a crime is committed, due punishment should be given irrespective of who commits the crime. He made the statement today addressing the inauguration ceremony of the two-day forum being held to strengthen the judicial sector.
Addressing the inauguration ceremony of the two-day forum organized by Law and Gender Ministry in association with UNDP to strengthen the judicial sector, Vice President Dr. Mohammed Jamil Ahmed said on Saturday that the country's legal sector has seen major changes during the past 10 years due to the hard work of many. He said that while these changes have been brought to the sector, powers granted by the law have been narrowed down by taking the literal meaning of the Constitution, and as a result, investigators remain helpless and it has also made it difficult to interpret the Constitution. He therefore noted that ways should be sought to solve these issues and run the judicial sector efficiently. He said that criminals slipping through the courts or the judicial system is a saddening issue and added that the things should be done in a way that it does not happen. We know that under modern legal systems, we have the power to bar lawyers from legal practice for a set period of time under certain circumstances. We know that the statements given during the investigation stage are valid confessions. I don't believe the Constitution blocks these powers, because the Constitution recognizes that in interpreting it, set legal policies followed by other developed democracies in the world should be considered. However, today we are stuck in our struggle to interpret the Constitution. The hands of our investigators are tied. Speaking further at the ceremony attended by Prosecutor General Muhtaz Muhsin, Attorney General Mohammed Anil, Chief Justice Ahmed Faiz Hussain and many others working in the legal sector, Jamil said that if a crime is committed, irrespective of who commits the crime, due punishment should be given without hesitation. He said that developed countries have reached where they are by allowing their legal systems to function properly. Jamil said that the changes brought to the legal sector of Maldives are worthy, but the question remains as to whether these changes are being fully implemented. He expressed hope that the forum will help to find solutions to these issues. The changes brought to Maldives' legal system are commendable. However, the changes still need to take shape. We need to enforce the changes better, even if the changes are already good enough. I believe many have failed to enforce these changes in a more complete fashion. The society is losing hope, and their confidence in the protection given to them by the legal system is waning. Criminals should not be allowed to reign in the country. Crime shouldn't be excused for a particular person, be it a man or a woman, youth or the elderly. If you commit a crime, you will have to face the punishment for it.
PPM's parliamentary group leader Willimala MP Ahmed Nihan Hussain Manik says that statements being made by former President Mohamed Nasheed will have a negative impact on the country. He said this while answering a question posed by DhiTV regarding Nasheed's claim that statements being made by someone will not affect the country's tourism sector or any other sector, and that it will only be affected by things that are done rather than by what is being said. After stepping down from power, Nasheed had strongly urged tourists to boycott Maldives. Speaking about the issue, Nihan said that since Nasheed is a former president, such statements made by him will have a huge negative impact on the country. He said that in addition to Nasheed, other members of MTP leadership are also making similar statements to damage the country. Nihan said that after his repeated calls to boycott Maldivian tourism industry, Nasheed is now trying to change his statements, which raises questions about his mental status. Government decides to convert Lam Atoll's Kaddu Airport into a military airbase starting January next year. Defense Minister Mohamed Nazim said that regional airport has handed over Kaddu Airport to Defense Ministry in order to carry out the necessary work to convert the airport into a military airbase. He said that despite the conversion of the airport into a military airbase, it will not create any difficulties for the people and that domestic flights will continue to operate at the airport as usual. Nazim said that staff working at the airport will also keep their jobs and that the only changes that will be brought to the airport are stepping up security and further developing the airport. While the airport is being converted into a military airbase, it should be noted that Kaddu already has a regional headquarters of MNDF. The road safety campaign entitled Rakka, organized by Maldives Police Service and Allied Insurance Company, will end tonight. While the two-day roadshow, which began at Surfers Point in Malé yesterday evening, will wrap up tonight, Police Commissioner Hussein Wahid said that at the campaign's launch that the event aims to promote road safety and ensure the protection of people's lives and property. He noted that such awareness campaigns have had positive outcomes in the past. According to Allied Insurance Company, the event aims to minimize the possibilities of accidents by creating community awareness on the negative impacts of road accidents. While vehicles damaged in accidents will be displayed at the event, information will be provided on how the accidents took place, how to give first aid to victims and other important aspects of road safety. The roadshow is open for all ages and also has special activities arranged for children. And that concludes tonight's evening news. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.